This is Voluntas, my ultimate Iron Man. As an ultimate Iron Man, I cannot trade nor use a bank, but I decided to push my restrictions a little further and became a Slayer pure account. My Slayer level will not be going above 1. This locks off many items and other conveniences that Slayer provides. And what for? Jal-nib-rek, a pet received at a 1% chance from the inferno. One of the most difficult pieces of content in the game, a symbol of mastering the inferno. And for me, conquering it without Slayer. Welcome back. In the last episode, I got a bunch of inferno supplies, but this episode I want to go for a really big weapon, and I guess some more supplies. Weapon is the toxic blowpipe, a really big weapon for the inferno. You can get by with just the bow of Ferdinand, as I did for my cape, but the really nice thing about the blowpipe, besides just doing good damage to some monsters, is the spec. It does a bit more damage and it heals you for a bit of the damage dealt. In combination with the Lightbearer, which I got, this makes Inferno a lot comfier. You don't have to sit around barraging enemies, you can just blowpipe spec, and it also helps during Zuck. So I want to get that, and I need to get the scales to charge it, probably 100,000 scales, which is like 500 KC, which is about the drop rate for the blowpipe. So even if I get the blowpipe early, I'll need to stick around. But small issue, my inventory is very packed. I want to keep some of the drops from Zulrah, but with the state my inventory is in, it's not too feasible. I can't get rid of too much quickly, but the few things I can are some of these herbs, namely Quorum, Cadentine, Renar, and Irit. So I need to get some of the secondaries. Irit secondaries are really easy to get because it's just Eyes of Newt, which you can buy in packs. For Cadentine, I need to pick some berries. I hope I have bushes planted for that. For Quorums, I have these Limport seeds that I've kept, luckily, because they're kind of annoying to get for me. And for Renars, I should be able to just pick up the snape grass from the one island where you go to DKs from. So I just need to start out with that very quickly to free up a little bit more inventory. And then for Zulrah, we should be trying to do Bow of Ferdinand only. And hopefully that works, because if it doesn't, I need to do some serious replanning. But anyway, I'll quickly get all these secondaries. It'll just be a bit of waiting for plants, really, and picking up some snape grass. Oh, I'm almost out of ultra compost. Oh, and I need to do a quick quality of life quest for my account. I should be able to talk to Otto, and now I should be able to plant without using a seed dibbler. Also, I think I can smash pots now whenever I plant trees, but I guess we won't see that for now. Anyway, back to collecting all the secondaries I need. That is all the snape grass I need, but I still need to wait for white berries and limports, so I can work on something else too, which are the feathers that I need to feather the dart tips. I need 50,000 of them, so it should be a little bit to buy them at least. I'll need to fletch them sometime, so might as well do it as early as possible. And I'll just buy them over here at the fishing guild. You can buy packs, and I'll probably need to hop to make sure they don't get too expensive. Well, there's all the feathers bought. Now what? I think I'll just leave and come back. Hopefully everything will be grown. Alright, there's all the secondaries, except for Eyes of Newt, which I guess I'll go get now. Alright, there. And I need some vials of water too. I think I bought a bit too many, but that's fine. I also got pineapples and some volcanic ash to make some more compost. This should help me with inventory space because I'll be able to plant the tree seeds I get as I get them from Zulrah. But for now, I just need to digest Spore and then quickly make all these potions. It shouldn't take long because there aren't many and I have everything now. I'll just take all of the herbs just because there aren't many. It'll probably save some time of not having to come back here. There's 83 herb lore. Now, more important than being able to make magic mixes is I can +4 boost with a botanical pie to make antivenoms, which I might be able to make while doing Zulrah. I can get the antidote ++s from Zulrah and then the scales from Zulrah as well. So maybe I'll do that. Well, there are all the potions made. So now I should be able to bag these. Oh, and since my inventory is quite empty, I'll take the opportunity to make some compost. Alright, there. I'll just need to make a few more batches. So, Zulrah drops quite a lot of law runes, and I want to be able to store them in the pouch so that I don't need to like split them between the pouch and the bag. So, I'm going to try to use a bunch of them. And a quick way to use a bunch of law runes is to add teleports to the Nexus. I can only add 4 more, so I can't use all of my law runes, but I can use some of them at least. I can add Barrows, Sentiston, West Ardoin. I don't know if I'll use that one, but now I can add 1 more, so I'll try to find something that I can use. But there goes 6,000 law runes and some soul runes. I want to add Ardoin, but I'll need to get some water runes for that. So first I'll bag most of this stuff. I need to be careful not to bag anything I want to keep, and I won't be able to add any more teleports until I get like 90 construction to upgrade this, so hopefully I won't need to. But those teleports are fairly useful, so I hopefully won't regret adding them. Alright, so this inventory might look a little packed because it is. Usually on an ultimate, you really want to prepare for the grinds you're going to do and then do them for a long time. And I'm trying to not do that to try to save time. And that might end up making this a little strange. This isn't even my full inventory. I have a few things I need to get still. So for boots, I can use my trusty holy sandals, which are really good. I can't believe I got these. For cape, I can switch out to my infernal cape and drop the Ardoin cloak. And I can get rune gloves. So that doesn't add to my inventory because I equipped them. But now I need to make recoil rings and enchant them. And that requires some runes that I don't have. Oh, also, as per my plan, I'll be making amethyst darts. So for the time being, that's 3 inventory spaces. It'll go down to 1, but for now it's 3. A lot of XP though. Not that I need it. And to make the rings of recoil, I need a ring mold. And I have some gold bars and sapphires saved up. This can't be right. Well, I'm definitely trying to do a bit too much. These pineapples and volcanic ash will be gone. Once I'm done making the compost, these darts will collapse down to 1 inventory slot once I'm done with that. But also, I might have a way to save a few more inventory slots. I think I'm beginning to form a bit of a plan, but I need to die to a spore again for that. This should save me enough inventory slots to hopefully make this doable. These sapphires that I was originally saving from the corrupted gauntlet to make recoils, I just need to drop them. So I'll cut them for a bit of XP and drop them as I go. It's like 200,000 XP, so might as well. There are all of the gems cut. I went over to here because I can unnote on this NPC and then trade them to just sell the gems. I don't need the money, it's not much, but I mainly did it so I don't have to drop all of them. It's just less clicking if I do it this way. And I have thought a bit about how to save a bit more inventory space, so I should have a better inventory after I do everything. Alright, well first I think this compost might be done, so I can get a bit more out. Next, I can save a bit of space with these runes, and I need my stardust for this. And I guess I'll take my rune pouch to teleport around. Oh wait, I didn't. Well, I guess I'll have 1 less inventory slot. I can use a bit of this stardust to get some soft clay. and I can unnote this soft clay. And here at this lectern I made just a little bit ago, I can make enchant sapphire tablets. I really need every inventory slot I can get, so I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel with this one, but I can make them. So I'll just make 500 tablets for now, and if I need any more, I'll make them later. I don't even know how these work, but I assume you just use it and it enchants something. I don't know how the selection process works, but the important thing is it should save me a singular inventory space. And for unnoting, I can head over here to the farming guild. I'm really pushing the limits of the game for my Zulrah attempts. I'll see when this is done. And there we go. That's all of those tablets done. So to save another inventory slot, I can get some planks, and I need to rearrange my house a bit. And I can build a tool store, but I need to upgrade it. It's over here now. I got enough planks to upgrade it all the way. And from this, I can get, from over here, I can get a ring mold. So whenever I make my rings, I can grab the molds from here instead of keeping one in my inventory or running all the way to the Alcrid crafting store. So I should be able to collect everything now. Oh, and I think instead of rune gloves, I'll use cooking gauntlets just to burn less sharks when I cook them. The rune gloves don't do that much, I think. This is a little bit better. So if you're wondering why I'm keeping this stardust, it's because it's kind of like having 300,000 mining XP in dust. If you use it at granite, it doubles the granite you mine sometimes and gives you the XP for that. Or I can use it at runecraft training or sandstone for crafting. I don't know if I'll ever do that on this account, but it feels like too much XP to pass up. I can drop this ring though. If I uncharge it, I can drop it. And it's pretty cheap to rebuy, so I can part with that at least. And then I will gain some inventory once I finish fletching these, and once I finish with compost. Speaking of, is that done yet? No, not yet. As I wait for my compost to finish and as I fletch these dart tips to get some more inventory space, I think I'll just do some pest control. It's easy to do, and I probably will have a use for the points. I don't think I even have the outfit yet, so maybe I'll get that sometime. Well, I didn't really think about this, but that was enough for a level. 91 fletching. Alright, so I finished with that, and I have a bit over 200 points. I'll just leave them there for now. And I can use up this ash to make ultra compost. So there's 130 compost. And I can put away this little bit of money. So this will be the Zulrah setup. The inventory could be a little nicer, but this should be doable. So for prep, I can grab a ring mold from my house and then teleport to Edgeville. And then I need to unnote 2 gold bars and 2 sapphires. Make 2 rings. And then I use the tablet to enchant the rings. And I can wear one of them. And then I unnote some sharks and head to Catherby. And I can cook them at this range here. Oh, I cooked too many. I forgot that I needed potions. So I'll take a ranging, prayer, and 2 anti-poisons. Alright, I'm a little less sure of my inventory now. But let's see how this goes. I can grab an extra shark actually, with using both my hands to store things. So now to get to Zulrah, I just fairy ring over, and let's see how this goes. Alright, so it seems doable. So I am only using the Bow of Ferdinand, you're supposed to use magic, but the bow of Verdinin kind of hits hard enough. And by the way, you can just leave your house to get full HP, apparently. So now I need to plant this palm tree seed if I want its XP, which I kind of do. But that's, I think, a good sign. I mean, I was able to do it. I don't know if I was lucky, but I guess a bit further testing is probably needed. But there are the first Zulrah scales out of 100,000, so that's nice. I'll go plant this in Caterpie, I think. Oh, and I didn't smash that. I guess I need to talk to Otto about that, but I want to smash pots so I don't have to drop them every time. Alright, I can just smash pots now, I think. Alright, well, I'll get ready for the next KC. I got absolutely destroyed this KC, so I have to teleport out. Oh, you don't get healed to full. I did before. Alright, well, anyway, I'll try that again. It's a little bit close, but it is working, kind of. And it looks like in order to have it heal you when you leave the house, you have to use the fairy ring first. So I used the fairy ring and then used the Zulrah teleport scroll and then eventually teleported back to my house. And it seemed like that gave me a health boost. So maybe it's always worth using the fairy ring if that's how that bug works. Also, I'm not keeping these bones. I'll just bury them for now, but I might not even bury them later. Honestly, this is pretty consistent, or I've only done a few, but it feels pretty consistent. And I'm imagining that's mainly due to rigor. It's such a strong prayer. And I'm gonna drop most of these drops that I get. I'm only keeping a few things. And it does look like when you leave your house, it doesn't heal you to full, it heals you to what you entered the house with. Well, for the 5th KC and Elite. Oh, a casket. From the casket. And there's 10 KC with a unique. The only issue is it's useless to me. I'm gonna elk it. It elks for 120k apparently, so there we go. It's a unique though, by far the worst unique, but it's a unique. Ah, well. Alright, well, now I know how to get my items back if I die. Antidotes are nice because I can boost to make anti-venoms, but I think I'll store them for now, and then when I have a bunch I can make them and start using them instead of super anti-poisons. There's another drop I plan on keeping. It might not seem too special, but grapes. All the grapes I get from Zulrah should add up to a decent amount of cooking XP. Oh, I thought I got a drop for a second, but there's 25 KC and just the usual scales. Oh, nice, a dragon halberd. It even elks for more than an onyx. My divine potion's pretty much ending when I'm redivine potioning, so that means it's about 5 minutes per kill, which means it's about 12 KC per hour. A bit slower than you'd usually expect, but it could be worse. Alright, another elite. I actually can't do this clue because of a Varlamore step that just came in, so made this lead for nothing, and I dropped like 5 sharks. And there's 50 KC. Honestly, it's been going a lot smoother than I thought it would. Oh, a Hespori seed. And no bucket. Oh, another elite. Yeah, I don't really want to do Winter Todd right now, and I don't think I have the full outfit, but I'll plant the magic seed. I actually do have the beast, but I can't take it out because I don't have the full set. Well, unlucky. Well, my mic wasn't working, but there's 81 cooking. 75 KC. A lot of scales. It's even highlighted. There's a 1 minute, 1 second KC with the blowpipe in it. And this is how I get GP when I need some to chop down a tree, for example. And a combat achievement for recoiling 3 snakes. Right, back to real Voluntas. Well, there goes a dose of super anti-poison. Oh man. Well, there's 100 KC. Luckily, nothing good. By the way I use the anti-poisons is once my venom ticks up to 10 usually, with the next one being 12, I just drink it and it turns it to poison, which means I get revenomed for 6 instead of being venomed for 10 or 12. There's no point in drinking again to get rid of the poison because you'll just get revenomed, or you might want to in very limited situations, maybe if you're really low on food and close to a kill, but usually you just drink it once when the next venom tick is like 12 or 14, probably 12, maybe even 10. Oh, and no bucket yet. Well, there's 150 KC. I thought I got an item for a second, but not yet. Well, there's the second unique. Same one as the first. Still don't really need it and don't want to store it, so 120k. Oh, and by the way, I've stopped picking up the Solandra teleports. They're just not worth the inventory for me. I need the extra food just in case I get unlucky on KCs, which is kind of often. Still planting the tree seeds though, at least the good ones. Well, there goes a dose of prayer potion. Oh, and there's 200 KC. No blowpipe yet, no unique except for 2 onyxes, but I am up to 45,000 scales, so that's pretty good. And there's 82 cooking from sharks. Should be a slightly lower burn chance. Oh. Well, there is the tanzanite vein. That is a relief to get. Now I don't have to worry about getting unlucky and going like 1,000 or 2,000 dry for it, which has probably happened more than once. And I'm actually going to make this right now. I kept these darts here for a reason, and that's because I'm pretty sure this is really good for Zulrah. I'll have to see if I DPS with it at any point or just stick to the bow if I didn't, but no matter what, the spec is very useful for health. It should mean I won't have to teleport out anytime, and I might even be able to finish KCs if I make slight mistakes. Also, some of the phases work strangely with the bow of Ferdinand. Like, you get an amount of bow of Ferdinand attacks, and then you have like 3 ticks left over, so I could just sneak in a blowpipe pit. I'll have to look at the intricacies of that, but this is really nice. Such a big drop. Oh, small issue, I don't have the range cape. I guess now is as good a time as ever to buy it. Alright, just double checking. I do not have it. So I need 99k, and I can head to the range guild and buy it here. I've been able to buy this for a decent amount of time, but I haven't had a reason to. But I will need this for Inferno, because the cape offers the ammo reduction of the Avis device. The second tier one, not the third tier one. Since I can't get the Avis device because I need Slayer, this is a really good option. Sadly, since I don't have another 99, it's not trimmed yet, which means I don't get a prayer bonus on it, but it's still pretty good. I guess I'll put away the Infernal cape for now. even though it's pretty good. I do need the ammo saving. Oh, and here's the log, by the way. Pretty lucky, especially considering the blowpipe is really all I wanted. And maybe I should try for the perfect Zulrah achievement. I might be able to get that, but anyway, it's just normal KCs from here, but hopefully they should be slightly nicer, and I don't have to worry about whether I'll get the blowpipe or not. Oh, and also I'll turn off the commune option so I don't get junk. There was a rogue steel arrow I saw on the ground during the last kill, so just don't want to accidentally die to that somehow. I probably could. Alright, that was a big heal. That's an interesting drop. A blue highlighted Zulrah scales file. That is over 100,000 coins in scales. Not too bad. My last KC was actually so close to getting perfect Zulrah, but one of the snakelings was invisible for a little bit, and it meant that it ended up attacking me. But the achievement seems kind of doable, but I think I have to get quite lucky, so it might just randomly happen at some point. But I kind of have to try for it, because I have to kill off the snakelings without recoil. Alright, that's a pretty silly mistake. I think this is it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect Zulrah. Not too bad. You kind of just have to try for it and get a bit lucky. The blowpipe was pretty much needed for me. But that's 5 combat points. Or whatever that currency is. Well, the kills are feeling actually a lot nicer now. I still have a decent amount of food even with a random palm sapling in my inventory. I didn't think the blowpipe would do much, but it does seem to be helping quite a lot. That's actually not as rare as you'd think. There's 2 rolls with Thrall being 1 in 7,524. So it's probably near the rarity of a jar or snakeling. But for me, it's just about half the GP of an onyx. Oh, and a kind of hidden bonus of getting the blowpipe is I don't always need to go to Ferox Enclave anymore. If I just get scales, I can just put them in the blowpipe. If I get something else I need to bag, then I'll just bag the scales. Just means a little bit quicker prep time. Right, that diamond was almost the bottom of the ultra rare table. 2 rolls at 1 in 11,000 about. I don't know why I went here. Oh, by the way, here's the process if I get a tree seed. I go to the farming guild, pick up a spade, sell that for 1 coin, get a filled pot, and then fill the pot with the seed. And for this seedling, I either wait for it to grow and go to a patch, or I just do a KC while it grows. Lately, with how nice the kills have been with blowpipe, I've usually just been doing a KC, but it does take away a shark. There's 250 KC. I got an elite. Alright, well let's try I guess. I don't think I have any green dragons I can get to actually. I can actually get the dehide from brutal green dragons in this dungeon, so I don't have to go into the wilderness. It's so far doable. Nice, I got it. Well, I guess I can just open it here, and this is where my Zulrah journey ends. I ended with around 50,000 scales, which should be enough for around 50 Inferno KC, and I decided that was enough for now. But as a final send-off before locking myself to the Inferno, I decided to complete this one master clue as my first of the account. Whatever requirements I get, except Slayer, I will try to complete. to give me a final taste of Gielinor before the arduous and, hopefully, final grind. I hope to see you there in, potentially, the pre-finale.